Welcome back. I am your host, Nina Gekona, and we're still here with the activity going on at Devfest 2022 in Nairobi. I have Irene and Irene Onyango is the manager of Shubana, part of the organizing team for Devfest 2022 and the co-lead for GDG Nairobi.
Thank you so much, Nina.
To have you here.
Yeah, it's actually a pleasure to have me here. I think I've been up and down the whole day, and it's just now that you're getting time to sit down. But I'm so excited that we are having this time to also have a chat and even talk more about the day. Yeah.
Today has been such a big
Exactly. Yeah, so I think it's been good, but then just to mention a bit about the planning, it took us about 3 months to just put everything together and to make it come to pass. So the whole process started with sourcing for partnerships, where we reached out to sponsors, we reached out to different organizations to make it work for us. Yeah, so we had you verify, we had Tunga, we had Google is our gold sponsor, because then they are the ones who run the show when it comes to the Google developer groups. Yeah, the reason why we're here today, because GDG was actually formed as part of to just help communities, but then Google is the one who had the whole idea and the whole idea behind it. So other than that, we also had Verify, we had Tunga, we had Dedan Kimathi Institute University were also part of the partners. We had Propel, we had a number of partners, Postman, so a number of them came to be with us. Our past partners have been Quara, so there are a number of startups as well as also a number of recruiting companies who have been part of the program. I think mostly for recruiting companies, they are more interested in developers, and that's why they keep on partnering with us. And also it's easy for us to work with them, because Devfest is all about building developers and helping them to grow, not only in terms of their skills but also in terms of looking for opportunities after school, like what is the next step for them. So that's why you find we are mostly partnering with recruiting companies like Tunga, like you Verify and all those institutions. Yeah,
the numbers today we must not work. The numbers were huge. When you were starting this started as an idea.
Exactly.
3 months ago, this was just a concept.
Exactly.
3 months later, you have over 1,000 individuals sitting at what was once a concept to you.
Yeah, actually, maybe just to take it way back. So initially we thought we'd had like 800 people coming to the event, because then the last event we had was in 2019. So 2019, 2020 we had COVID, and then 2021 as well we weren't able to have the developer festival. So in 2022 we weren't expecting like so many people would be in a position to come to a physical event. So until I think August we had like 2,300 signups, and then up to last week, I think it was just last week, we had 2,300, and then we opened up the registration just a bit to see like what is it that are people really excited about the Devfest thing. And then we received like 1,000 more, actually 1,400 more signups. So if you go to our website at the moment, you'll find about 3,429 signups, people who wanted to come to the event. Though we were able to only host about 2,000 people, but then again, that is a good number, like 2,000 people just coming together to share content, to network, to have fun, and also to be able to hear from experts and to be able to learn and build themselves. Like that is so encouraging. It builds a community of just not only experts in the field but also beginners. You must admit you saw so many other institutions or buses coming in, like we had Dedan Kimathi, we had Kabarak bus, we had multimedia students coming in. So it was just bringing everyone together. And in addition to that, we also had about 14 other GDG organizations who came to just be with us from different countries. So that is Congo, Nigeria. So this Devfest has been special to us because it not only for the numbers, but also we had different regions or different GDGs interacting with the developers, as well as also even us interacting with them and partners interacting with them. So it's been massive. We are happy, and we're looking forward to even making it even much better when it comes to making it fast content, and then secondly just giving people the value and the benefit that a community should have.
Earlier on you mentioned how countries.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's only good to say that GDG Nairobi is great. It's bigger than just the name.
Yeah.
Had projects into the country to just attend. What does that mean for the
Yeah, maybe just to also give you a brief, like our speakers, like we had to like cancel out some of the speakers because then we received about 207, it was in 434 requests or call for papers, and we had to like, we couldn't had everyone else speak. So it's been big in terms of even having the different countries coming. Participation has been major, and we also tried to have it to make it diverse in terms of having both women and men attending the conference, as well as also people within the country, like local experts or local speakers, as well as also speakers from other countries, like you mentioned Nigeria. So we really tried as much as possible to make it as diverse as possible to women, as well as also have like different content. We even had someone present or present their session in Swahili, like pure Swahili. That is so new, and the developers were also happy to like learn C++ in Swahili. It's not something that you get to see every day. So yeah, I guess it was very diverse. Yeah, exactly. So far so good.
I'm sure we expect them in other countries.
Exactly.
I've had this
Yeah.
Take us through that.
Yeah, so we have GDGs in other counties as well, and Devfest Western. So we have something called Devfest Western. So we'll have that region from Kisii to Kisumu to Homa Bay just sitting together and having the same kind of setup. But then,
Be as big as it is in Nairobi.
yeah, so Nairobi numbers are are bigger. Yeah, but then because everyone or most of the people like reside in Nairobi, and but then we'll have Devfest in Western region. We're going to also have Devfest Nyeri. It's mostly it's also just to help people from other counties to be exposed to the kind of talent, the kind of skills, the kind of opportunities that people get to have whenever they are in Nairobi. So we'll have Devfest Nyeri, Devfest Eldoret as well to just cover for the other part. And then next year probably we'll have Devfest Mombasa. This year it's not going to happen, but next year we're sure it will happen. But other than that, there's always Devfest. There are Devfests running across different countries in Africa, like Rwanda, Congo. They also get to host their Devfest. But then in sub-Saharan Africa, like Kenya or Nairobi is one of the largest. I think that's why the numbers were that big. And then there's Nigeria, I guess, and South Africa, because these are some of the GDGs that have been there for the past 10, 11 years. So it's something that we've been able to build. Like when I just took over the leadership, I think the community was just at 1,500 developers, but now we are at 12,000 developers. So the number keeps on growing, also with the amount of effort you put into it, and the kind of events you get to hold, the kind of so the kind of events, the kind of content you bring on the table. So the numbers keep on growing from time to time. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And also what you've seen is the first speakers that we have, like some of them, like they always want to come back, which is really good, because then they also mentor someone who is just starting, and also they work with beginners. So you'll find it's not only leaning towards beginners or experts, but it's a mix of both. So there are those people who are just mid, like they're just getting started, they're intermediate, and then they're experts. So you'll find that someone who started off in, like for me, I started being part of the communities in 2016. So you can imagine all through until this particular time. So I took over GDG Nairobi in 2019, and I've grown with it. So how we were performing in 2019 is probably different from how we performed in 2022 or now. Yeah.
Moving forward, what do we expect from Devfest come 2023 and 2024? Let's not even get into 2024. Let's watch 2023.
Yeah.
We expect from Devfest.
Awesome. So in 2023, I think some of the things that we'd really love to see happening is, just building the whole team all together. We wouldn't want to have the same team doing the same thing. So you'll expect to see new faces. You'll also expect to see a bit of development in terms of the community, and also in terms of the speakers that are going to come on board. We've actually gone through the whole process, and we've been strategizing on how to bring even more speakers, people who people who developers get is like inspiration from. So these are the people that you're going to bring on board, the people that you get to see on Twitter and you'd want to connect with them, because the fests are mostly, to build networks, to be able to give you a platform to just have, put yourself on the map. So that is what we are trying to. So the expectations of 2023 is to make it bigger, to make it better, and to also build it up, like some sort of growth in terms of even the team, even the whole experience in itself. Like I know there are some things that happened in this Devfest that even for us as organizers, we didn't want them to, happen, but then they happen. So next year we'll plan better. We will try to make it even better than it was in 2022. Yeah.
As a woman in tech, as you might know, talk to the women as well.
So to the women in tech, I think it's just taking a step, like becoming a woman in tech. Because then I think growing up, even for myself, when I joined campus, we were just 15 ladies in a class of 100. So all about 75 were men, and then we were just there. So talking to ladies in tech, like it's all about taking a step. It's all about believing in yourself. It's all about trying it out and making it happen for you. I know for ladies, we are always, we always get shy when it comes to maths and computing, and also there's the self-esteem issue. But then when you take a step, you get to you make it happen. I'm reminded of a quote that Neil Armstrong, when he first landed on the moon, he said something about one step to humanity is a giant leap for mankind. I can't really put it all together, but then that is the first thing that he said when he landed on the moon. So it's all about making a step and then trying to draw inspiration or trying to get a mentor, someone who's been there, someone who's done it, to just walk with you through the journey and make it happen for you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Privileged to have you here.
Thank you, Nina.
Privilege for you to take us through the journey.
Sure.
Preparation and the birthing of Devfest 2022.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to seeing you in 2023.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lena.
Privilege will be coming back with more organizers after this.